Welcome to the Stylecraft tutorials. Now I'm going to show you how to do the purl stitch. It's very similar to the knit stitch, but you'll see there are a few differences. So you need to start off by putting your needle through the first stitch, and unlike knitting where you enter it from this direction, you'll be doing it from this direction. Okay, then you need to get your working end of the yarn and make sure that it's over here in between the two needles, because then you're wrapping under and over that top needle. And then, very similar to knitting, you're coming through that stitch that you've just gone through, keeping this stitch on the needle, going back to that cross shape and then sliding off, and then doing it again. So into your next stitch, same as before, make your cross shape, get your yarn, wrap it round that top needle, and then you're going back through this stitch here, making your cross shape and sliding off. Wrapping around that top needle, going back through this stitch, making sure you don't lose that stitch, and slide off. Now it's the same as with knitting. The tricky bit is when you're coming through here, you're trying to get through this stitch without losing that one. Make your cross and slide it off. So now you've got to the end of the row, just the same as knitting, you need to swap them over so that all your stitches are in your left hand, and then you start all over again exactly the same. So entering the stitch like this, making sure that your working end is over here in between the needles, so then you can wrap around that top needle. Then back through that stitch like so, make your cross shape and slide off. Into the stitch, wrap yarn around the needle, back through that loop and slide off. And then just remembering to keep shuffling your stitches up when you've done a stitch. Just shuffle them up with this hand a little bit so they're not too close to the end but not down here. This will stop your stitches from slipping off the end or getting stretched by being too far down the needle. And there you have it, your purl stitch.